Hey everyone, and welcome to the first episode of our new podcast, a conversation with Kickback. My name's Jack, and this is just a story about how we all met and how our friendship has grown over the past year, and we just really like y'all to listen to it. Now the rest of the group, if they'd like to introduce themselves.
How's it going? My name's Sal, or you can call me Salient C. I don't really care.
I'm Swag, and I was told to say that I'm British. Tim.
I'm Tim, and I'm annoying, apparently.
Okay, so now you've heard from the rest of us. Well, just a little background about our little group. We met online playing games together, and slowly our group has formed closer and closer. We have much more members of the group, but this is just people that decided to sign up and help with the podcast. We almost...
There wasn't any, other options there.
Not
we
really.
kind of just got stuck.
Yeah.
We just got stuck with this group of people.
I mean, everyone else is just kind of a tag-along, an NPC in our main character quest line.
I feel like we're the NPCs in many people's main quest lines.
Most
But
definitely.
a little bit about us. We met me and Tim, the person in I don't know where it is for
Top right corner. Top right corner.
top right corner for Sal.
Dark.
We met first through Xbox group looking for group post, whatever it's called, and and from there we slowly picked up Sal, and we also picked up Swag a couple of months later. So.
Jack and I started playing in April of 2020. Sal started playing with us in end of May 2020, and Swag showed up, I think it was November?
Yeah.
November 2020?
Yeah.
So
November.
just kind of
Not
slowly
much
building.
later, but like a good bit later from the original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And originally we all started because we love Minecraft, really. That's
Yeah,
why we
that's
all
the
started
game
playing.
that brought us together.
Or
Now
Tim
we-
doesn't really play Minecraft anymore, but us, the rest of us
But we
are
still,
huge
we still
Minecraft
talk, we
Minecrafters.
still play games together,
Yeah.
regardless of what they are. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Is it regardless or irregardless? I was always confused about
I
that.
don't know.
It's
Grammar,
regardless,
the English language is hard, man.
Pretty sure it's
Me of all
regardless.
people should know, considering the fact that I stumble about
The
over
worst,
every
you're
word.
the worst southern
I
You're
know,
the
drawl of all
worst,
time.
dude.
Yeah, between the draw and then the fact that I can't speak in general. By the way, we should probably get to that. I know Swag earlier said that she was told to say she was British, but we all come from different regions
Absolute
of the
facts.
world, basically. Well, not regions.
Exactly.
Regions of the
The U.S.
world.
is not the world, but we come from different areas.
There you go.
USA.
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 Okay. As you can probably tell from the accent, I'm from the South. I'm from North Carolina. And I let the other ones speak for themselves. I don't want to,
Alright,
majority of the
yeah.
speaking to be from me.
I'll go. I live in Las Vegas. I was born in Las Vegas, but originally all my family came from Mexico. So yeah, I go there every so often. So that's a fun experience I have. Tim.
I was
Tim
born
lives
and
in the
raised in a very small town in Michigan, and I'm very lonely.
There really
I live on an island. That's kind of interesting.
By the
What?
way,
There's plenty up here. You got Mackinac.
Swag,
That's about it.
Swag, if you want to go. Sorry.
Hmm?
Swag, and then we already said that you're from the UK, right?
Poshest part of Britain. Swag is
Go
actually
ahead.
the princess of England.
I'm directly related to
Queen Elizabeth.
Prince Andrew, the child groomer.
Child
fact.
groomer.
Wow.
Fun fact.
I don't know who that is. I really feel uncultured for that.
Oh,
Well,
shit, okay, my bad. I'm
No, you're
from
good,
the
you're-
north.
Don't worry,
The north
Swag.
of
Don't worry,
England.
Swag. I know what you're
Andrew
saying.
is the next in line, I think.
Nah, he's a nonce.
Who's
not
who's
Jeffrey
next in line
Epstein.
for the crown?
Oh, really? Oh,
Or for
I
the
know
throne?
who that is.
Who's mates with them. It's Prince Charles.
Prince Charles.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
By the way,
if
Sam,
Queen
I
Elizabeth
know-
ever dies.
I know Canada's experiencing really, really hot weather at the moment. Is it really hot in Michigan right now too, or how's
Holy
it feel?
fuck, it's so hot. You don't know how much I
Okay, what is hot
appreciate
to
being
you
in the
guys?
basement right now. It's 80 degrees all the time.
What is hot
So-
to you guys?
Like, to me,
Don't
the
talk.
hot is above 80.
Fuck
Because
off.
that's not what, usually don't get above that around in
Bro.
the north.
It was raining all
I
day
heard this
here in
thing earlier.
Vegas.
Apparently, it's been raining a lot too.
Yeah,
But I
think-
heard that it was 115 degrees in Oregon.
Oh wow.
Jesus. It's been raining all
Which is
day
fucked
here in
up.
Vegas today. It's
Yeah.
still 97 degrees outside. Like you still
Sal's
can't
the
go
guy
outside.
that you'll go up to and be like, oh,
Acid rain.
oh, you think you have it bad? Listen to me. Listen to where I
Dude,
come from.
all week,
I just live in hell,
all
guys.
week,
That's where I'm
it's
from.
108. All right, get on my level, bitches. It's
Hey,
108
call that
all
hot?
week.
Maybe hell, but you got gambling.
I have gambling, a shitload of gambling.
It's usually, I'd say the average temperature around here is like 85. In the summer, it gets up. It's been 100
Man.
degrees about
Well,
once or twice here.
Yeah, the thing is, you guys are like more used to like the cold though, right? Like
What do you
isn't-
mean?
Like, doesn't it get really cold over there in North Carolina?
No, it's weird. Because where the Appalachian Mountains are, which
Mhm.
is like the big strand of mountains on the East Coast, what happens is the wind actually like goes around and kind of misses North Carolina, at least
Right.
like where I'm from, that area, and like swirls around it. So whereas like everybody else usually gets like really really cold winters and stuff like that, and like stuff like that, we tend to miss it because it just swirls around the mountains and it like hits like it'll hit Virginia and West Virginia, and then like down in like Georgia will get cold. Then like North Carolina and South Carolina like will stay really really warm, and like vice versa for that. Like if we have like a cold front and like a hot, a converging hot front comes in. I don't know if that's the correct wording, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
It'll stay a hot
Yeah.
front. That don't sound
Yeah,
right.
like for example,
But,
us over here in Vegas, like it gets really cold for us at least.
Mhm.
Come like November, it comes up to like 50 degrees, and that for us is like freezing fucking cold. Like we cannot live in that weather because we're so used to like the heat, and it's always fucking hot. So, Swag, what's it like over there?
I walked home every day in the snow in January.
Oh damn!
Every day in Michigan, so I was like walking home from school
It's like
every day.
it's like when your parents say, "I used, going home from school, I used to have to walk."
No.
They say like I used to
Y'all ever
climb
know
the
those
mountain.
annoying kids who like wear shorts when it's negative degrees out?
Oh
Yeah.
god, are you one of those
Really?
that
kids?
It's
you?
not that cool.
Is
Are
that
you one of those kids, Tim?
Is that you?
I have a friend who's like that. He literally
Jesus,
just walks to
bro.
school every day and he's wearing these shorts, and we're just like, it's 3 feet of snow out. Why the fuck are you in shorts? And he's like, I like them.
I like them. Swag, what's the
Like,
weather like
is
right
it
now?
always there's not stereotype, but there's like a belief that it's always raining in UK. Is
We're
that true?
just talking about that.
Very wet country.
Yeah. This bitch wet.
Wet.
So
It's like a third of every
Out of context, it's
every
kinda
day.
weird.
This bitch was wet.
This bitch wet. It is. It's like
It
a
is
third of
wet.
every
We
day.
gotta
It
put
is raining. If you get me, like a third of all days. If that makes
does
sense.
it snow there at all? Like, do you ever get snow?
Rarely,
Really?
rarely.
Yeah.
We
Over
like
had
how, like-
snow in March.
Yeah, in
Not with
Vegas, I never get snow, bro.
No.
Like, I've had my entire life of going to school, I've had one snow day. And it wasn't even snowing that day. It was the day
Yeah, that's the
after it
thing.
snowed. Because,
Where
like,
me and Sal are from, you get
Tim.
like if you get like half an inch of snow, you're done. Like we're out of school for like a week, basically. Is that true?
Yeah.
Is that true for where you're from, Sal?
They don't.
No, honestly. Like, because for us, we don't get much snow. We get, like, if it snows, it's barely even an inch. Right? And then it goes away the next day. So, like, it's never enough for them to cancel school. Like I said, they've only canceled
Yeah.
school once. And it wasn't even the day that it snowed. It was the day after because they were scared of, like, black snow, I think it's called.
Yeah,
Or
black ice.
Black
Black
ice.
ice.
Yeah, black ice, yeah. 'Cause,
That
like,
shit's slippy.
yeah, 'cause
Kinda
of all, like,
racist, not gonna lie.
God damn it, Tim. Yeah,
Where
because
I'm
of all, like, the
from-
school buses and shit. They didn't want them, like,
Where-
sliding across. I'm sorry.
Where I'm from, you can consistently bet on getting about one snow per year, and you can consistently bet on getting out of school for like almost an entire week, just because you get about 3 inches. Like
Over
it
where
just
Jack
continues
lives,
to
they
stay
use the
cold
black
for a
ice
week.
for manual labor.
Okay. The southern jokes have already
Southern
kicked in.
jokes have already
It's
kicked
been
in.
less than 10 minutes into the podcast.
Jesus, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, this is how we get canceled.
Oh
10
god,
years from now, one of us is going to be like
we're
a
not-
government official.
we're not
and
gonna
like,
last like
you're done.
3 episodes before we get canceled, guys.
If we even
Dude,
make
as
it.
If we
anyone's
even
gonna
make
watch
it.
this.
Yeah, that's
Right. Man.
So, we've already talked about. Now we've talked about where we live and all that. Does anyone else want to talk about anything? Any fun facts about themselves that they'd like to share with the group?
Yeah, wait, I have a question. What are your guys' interests? Like, what do you like to do in your like spare time, Jack?
So I play sports for my school, a little 1A school, and North Carolina. I play football for it, and then I also play American football, and then I play. I run track in the spring, so that's what I do. Other than that, I play. I also love chess. I'm not very good at it, but I really enjoy playing chess. And then obviously video games are a big part of why we're all here together.
I feel like video games is just like you shouldn't even bring it up.
No, yeah, that's
Because,
the
I mean,
predominant reason that we're here.
Exactly.
That's predominantly what's going to be talked about during most of these podcasts too. But what about you, Tim? We'll move to you.
Fuck do they call it podcast? I'm still wondering why they call it a podcast. I don't get it.
Too.
Oh,
But we'll have to look it up in a minute. I'll actually look it up right now. While Tim, you go ahead and say what your interests are, and I'll look up why it's called a podcast.
I'll look it up.
Read books. I do that. Just kind of that.
What's your favorite book?
My favorite. I can't even. There's so many.
Oh,
I really like the
Everyone
Lord of the
be
Rings,
kid.
not like the 3 individual ones, but like the big one.
wait. I have an answer on why it's called a podcast.
I do too.
Yeah, it's because
You wanna go?
it's a combination of an iPod and a broadcast. So they called it a podcast.
It was first
iPod
suggested by the
broadcast.
Guardian columnist and BBC journalist Ben
Hammersley.
Hammersley.
Yeah,
Google.
yeah. Google's always our friend.
It's weird that they have the BBC in Britain when I don't think there are any actually.
What do you mean?
Oh. Damn it. Damn it.
It took us a second.
All right, Swag, what are your interests?
Small brain.
Swag, what do you like to
Brain.
do in your spare time, Swag?
Huh?
What do you like to do in your
What
spare
are your
time?
interests, Swag? What do you do outside of playing video games?
Crack.
Cricket.
I don't do crap like that. I go crabbing sometimes.
What's that? Like fishing for crabs?
Yeah, like with like bits of like crabbing wire.
Trying
and
to
you
get
toss some
crabs.
bait on the end. No, mate,
I
it's
didn't know
not
about
issue.
it. I didn't know that about you.
Expert crab attorney.
I feel like half this podcast is just going to be Tim,
Making
like
racist
making horrible
jokes.
jokes and laughing at them himself. So
I like laughing at my own jokes. If you don't like what you said, then you shouldn't say it.
I mean, you got
we're
a
setting the
point.
precedent for the rest of these podcasts, by the way, Tim. So just FYI, you're the one.
Precedent?
You're the precedent. The first,
President.
President.
precedent.
Oh, that George Washington, first president, said the first president.
Now, what do you like to do? outside
Oh, well,
of video games?
I play baseball. I play baseball a lot. Baseball's always been.
So we have two.
Yeah,
We have two like jocks in the group, and then we have the lady who goes crabbing, who plays video
Crabbing.
games, and then
Tim just
whatever
does.
Tim does.
Tim reads. we have the nerd.
I love reading actually.
We have two
Like I said,
jocks. We have
I
a female
comics
and a
sitting on my
nerd.
desk.
Man, I haven't,
But,
I haven't read a book in a while, which is honestly kind of bad. Because I remember
I read a few series. I'm actually reading. I think I told Tim about this series. I'm rereading it. It's called the Gone series. Tim, I think I told you about it, right?
Oh yeah,
was
and I
on
told
there.
you that I read that in like 8th
Did-
grade. With the kids that were in the bubble.
Yeah, they're stuck inside the bubble.
The bubble.
Bubble.
But it.
And in the intro to the second book, the one kid gets eaten by worms.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, I
Big
have
ones
sitting
I
are
on
didn't
my
like
desk.
that book all that much because it scared me.
Little 8th grade Tim.
I'm trying to think of books.
So,
that,
anyways,
That was creepy.
yeah, I'm trying to think of a book that I've read before that I really enjoyed. Wait, Tim,
Single
you,
book.
y'all played Lord of the Flies in school. Was that something that they made everybody do?
I'm doing that next year. I'm
Well,
doing
wait,
that
what
next
book?
year. Yay.
Lord of the Flies. They should have made you read
No,
that.
I've never read it.
By the way, we should also preference to the audience, like the two people that are watching this. Me and
Not even.
me and
Pre-recorded.
People, big.
me and Sal are going to be seniors this year in high school, correct, Sal?
Yes, sir.
And then Tim's a year younger than this, and then Swag is in university, as they call it over there on the not
Well,
America.
Oh, Swag is
anymore.
Not anymore.
unemployed.
Yeah, she just finished it.
I'm now an unemployed adult.
I was about to say, yeah. Wait,
You
Tim,
really-
you've read The Outsiders, have you?
Yeah, I love that book.
Yeah, I like The Outsiders. That's so
Yeah,
good.
it's such a good book. Swag,
We were talking about that the other day, weren't we, Tim? The movie version.
Yeah,
of
the
it?
movie's so good.
Just talking about like all the deaths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Such a sad movie. And the thing is, it doesn't even do
Exactly.
justice to the book. Like the book is a
The
lot
book
better.
was really good, yeah.
Yeah.
It skipped over a lot, man. I
Did y'all
remember.
ever read a book in school and like the teacher would read it in class and like all the girls in the class would be like after they'd read the book
Dude,
they'd be like, oh my God.
I remember in
Every
7th
time,
grade,
dude.
we read The Outsiders like as a whole class,
Mhm.
and I remember one of my closest friends at the time like bawled out crying when Johnny died.
Spoiler.
Spoiler.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did y'all ever read The Red Fern Grows in school? That was a book that we read in.
I have not.
I
You know what that
haven't.
book's
Jack.
about?
I've never even heard it. No.
Assume plants.
Hmm?
Assume plants. If that.
What book
I
is
mean,
it?
If the title's anything to go off of.
I don't know. Oh no. Oh, so it's about I'm blanking. It's a
So
dog
you're
book.
trying to give a book report.
I know this is hard. It's about like a guy and his dogs. They go raccoon hunting, which is what they do. Is that entails there's two like bloodhounds or whatever, and they like sniff out the raccoons, and then they go and like find them in trees, and then you shoot them out. That's what raccoon hunting is for the non-Southerners.
A lot like the Underground Railroad.
No,
Or raccoon.
Damn it, Tim. Damn it,
Tim, you're gonna get us
You're
canceled.
gonna get us. Damn it, Tim. Oh my god.
All right.
Anyways, the whole
shifting.
book's sad because the dogs die at the end.
Yeah.
Have a reading anecdote about crying while reading a book. In 5th grade, on Valentine's Day, I finished Bridge to Terabithia, and I was just bawling at my desk.
That's such a
and
sad
people-
Oh,
book.
it's such a sad book.
And people kept coming up to me being like, "Are you upset that no one gave you a card?" And I'm like, "No, it's a really good book." No one gave me a card anyway, but like that wasn't what I was crying about.
Did it make it worse
That-
though?
at
Like,
that
you're like, "This is such a sad
We didn't help.
it's like
in
you're
5th
lonely
grade,
too,
yeah.
aren't you?
Man.
So,
No
Sway,
one
what about
else
you?
knows.
Any good books?
Oh, I haven't been reading a lot lately. But
The
Meant to
Dummy's
read
Guide to Coding, I assume.
nah, shut up.
Another thing,
Shut up.
I showed them. I think I just showed y'all this, but I'm gonna show it again. I just got some of the original Spider-Man comics. I'm really excited to read some of
I
those.
hate the way that they're folded up, dude. You should like,
Dude, it's just that one for some reason. The other
yeah,
ones
you
don't
should
like
like preserve those, dude. Those shits
But
are.
Sal, they're vintage. They're vintage.
That one-
That's
Here's
why
the
we
thing.
have to preserve.
I didn't go
those
buy
books.
these. I found these, so like they're really good to be in this good of condition.
Yeah.
You better buy some like plastic.
Yeah,
sleeves
you have to buy
bring
some.
that
Like how
one
you do
out.
bro.
Pokemon cards, like how you put them in the
I
thing.
have some of those
I have
for
a Pokemon
baseball
card in a
cards.
plastic
Wait,
sleeve.
hold on.
Please get it for the next time. Where's it at? Is it
My house.
at your house? Oh yeah, you're not at your house at the moment. But
Yeah, like I collect these baseball cards and I have like sleeves for them. Because I know
They have a
they,
little jacket.
and they have a little jacket. And
Yeah,
I have
I
a. I don't know if you guys can see it, but like right there, there's like a little like frame thing. There's like a bunch of baseball cards in there. Is it?
how about this? For the next time, I'm gonna plant this seed for the next time we do one of these podcasts. I want you to find the coolest, like, okay,
Oh, you're gonna show and tell.
like a show and tell. Yeah, I want you to bring your
Yeah.
coolest thing that you have.
Oh,
It
okay.
doesn't
Show and
have-
tell.
Yeah, bring like not. It doesn't have to be the most thing, like the most expensive thing, but the thing you're like the coolest thing you own. I guess like let's say Tim, you own a really cool Pokemon card or something. You want to show that you can.
It's not that cool. I have two.
Don't tell us.
No, don't tell us. Don't tell us. Don't
It's
tell us.
gonna be a surprise for
Alright.
next time. Sorry, Tim. We jump on your back. But yeah, I'm gonna be. I don't know what I'm gonna bring. Show and tell. I feel like a little kindergartner again.
Next time we'll have better lighting.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
hopefully you
better
will.
have.
But I'm trying to think. I don't even know what I'd bring.
Those
Anyways,
two
if,
lamps.
bring his lamp. It is horrible lighting. Yeah, bring a lamp next time,
It's
buddy.
like an 18th century lamp.
But I talked about comics
See
earlier. I know
every
we're all.
pixel on my screen.
Sorry, what were you saying,
I
Jack?
said earlier how we.
Pixelated for y'all.
Damn it,
I
Tim!
should've
Shut
known.
up. Let him finish.
Shut up.
I talked about the comics earlier, but I know we're all bigger fans of like the superhero like Marvel stuff, right? That or
Right.
DC, right?
I'm
Where do y'all
huge.
weigh in on that?
I'm
Are
a
y'all Marvel people or y'all
huge-
DC people?
I'm a huge Marvel person, really. DC, I can.
Yeah,
really get
I like
into.
Marvel, Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy. Really, since
Yeah.
the movies come out, and big
Say
fan
this
of
right
those.
now. Marvel is the prevailing popular superhero thing right now because their movies are so
So let
good,
me guess,
'cause
you're a
DC can't make movies,
DC
but
fan because of that.
show. No, I'm a DC fan because I loved the cartoons as a kid. All like the animated movies, animated shows, and
looks
whatnot.
was-
Okay,
the
yeah,
animated
the
Batman
Teen
is
Titans
great.
Go were really good. I love Teen
Like all
Titans
the
Go.
animated Batman
I
stuff
agree.
is really
I'd much
good.
rather watch like animated, like the Batman or animated, like Justice League or whatever,
Mhm.
rather than like than the animated like.
Right after the Avengers movie came out in 2012, there were a bunch of Avengers cartoons, and none of them were really good.
Yeah.
There wasn't
y'all-
enough that people knew of. Because
Y'all
Marvel's
checked out any
basically
of
bankrupted for a
the
few
new
years before
Marvel
that.
shows that have been coming out? Not the cartoons per se.
Yeah, oh, fuck yeah.
I don't have
dude.
Disney Plus
Loki.
because I don't want to pay
I
for
still
it.
haven't checked out Loki.
Loki's good.
Loki's
man.
really
I
good.
still haven't checked
Like
it out.
it gives you like the mysterious feel that's kind of been lacking from like the last two.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like we said,
And like any sort of horror or mystery.
it's a
in
very mysterious like,
Marvel.
detective type show. For the
Like
first three
sci-fi.
episodes at least. Yeah,
Yeah.
sci-fi. I love the music too, and like the intro.
Yes,
The intro music just gives you like Gravity Falls feels, and that gives me like really big, like
show got ended way before its time.
what Gravity Falls.
Oh yeah, Gravity Falls is really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of set the precedent for like shows like that though. Like
Animated cartoons in the 2010s.
yeah, because like regular show that came out after that, that kind of follows kind of that same like it's like darker than a.
Did you just say regular
Yeah,
regular
well, I
show
don't-
came
I
out
got-
after Gravity Falls?
Did
I
it
don't-
or am I wrong?
I'm pretty
with
sure
that?
regular show came before. Like
Okay,
way
well, both
before.
of those shows
Yeah.
kind of set the precedent for like darker, deeper kind of like in the back of your mind kind of. You get what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
I still love the little tidbit from JG Quintel. I think that's the creator's name of regular show.
Mhm.
Like the 2 in the 8 p.m. video. That video is weird, where they take
think I'm
like
gonna go-
acid in the place. Weird video.
That's probably the next show. How about this? Another thing I want to put is I'm gonna make y'all do some homework for the podcast since this is the first one. I'm allowed to do that. Yeah, no.
School let out Jack.
I'm in school still.
I've
Yeah,
finished.
because you're
That's not
valedictorian. You're taking
Yeah.
online classes.
I don't
I'm
have school
taking
to
on
worry
my
about. I
classes
have a
and-
job.
But anyways, I want us to pick a show. We won't say it on air because unless y'all want to find one. Like I'm not because
On air.
On air.
Still pre-recorded.
Shut up! I'm trying.
I'm not editing this, by the way. This is like.
I'm proud of you.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, this is
raw.
this is uncut. so.
It's basically live because I'm not restarting. After we're about 25 minutes and I'm not restarting
Yeah.
again. But
It was like 5 tries.
I want us to all find a show and watch about like 2 or 3 episodes in it.
Mhm.
Like 2 or 3 episodes in the next week if y'all can find time to watch that.
Yeah.
And
perfect.
just-
What are the limitations on what is considered a show?
a show, episodes.
Like it can be like, luckily, preferably
Is
be
it
on a
like
streaming
TV,
service we all
web
have.
series?
That way we can like we can all watch it
Yeah,
whenever.
do we all
you
have
know?
Netflix?
I have Netflix.
Tim?
Netflix?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Let's just find
Okay.
something on Netflix.
We'll find something on there. And
But there's
watch it.
differences on the US Netflix and the UK Netflix.
Yeah, we'll have to
That's
find
true.
something.
Well,
Maybe
we
like a
can use-
Netflix
we
original
can use a
or
VPN.
something.
VPN or something too.
I used to, but then they got smarter and they like cracked down and started reporting.
Really?
accounts from-
Oh well,
That's
I can use a
VPNs have been
VPN to find one of
disappearing.
yours. Yeah.
But we'll find something. We'll watch it, and I just want to see. I don't know. I just want you don't have to write anything down, but just like an analysis of what you thought of the show.
Okay.
That way we can I just want to see how the different interests and stuff like that. 'Cause I
Right.
know Tim's going to be like really critical on it, just 'cause that's how he is. And
Definitely.
Swag's gonna be like, I really
Is that your
like this
fingers?
show.
No, it's the bone.
Oh yeah, he's
The antler.
Yeah, but I thought that was your fingers. I'm like, you creepy little weirdo. Slender
He's like a
hand.
caribou.
That's what I was
He's
gonna say.
got a caribou or something.
Fingers are that long.
I've got
I thought you were there like.
I've got a question for you guys. Growing up as a kid, like, or even now, what's a movie that always stuck with you guys?
Over the hedge.
I was gonna say that we were talking about movies yesterday, and that was something that we were talking about really underrated movies. And Under the Hedge is one of those movies that I really enjoyed as
What's
a
it
kid.
about? I've never heard of it.
But I'm just,
You never heard of
I'm
it?
just
Oh,
It's
telling
about,
you.
it's about a hedge.
You know what a hedge is, right? Like a bush.
Yeah, like a bush. Yeah.
Long.
Okay, so these kids, or not these kids,
It's wonderful. It's a great
It is a
movie.
good movie. The music in it is who makes that music? I mean the
Bunch of early 2000s like pseudo rock bands.
it's I'll look it up in a second. But anyways, the whole or someone I'm explaining someone wants to look it up. The whole basically the point is it's these animals and they're hibernating for winter and they come out of winter and there's a raccoon who's like the main character of the thing and he's like, hey, instead of
15
collecting
years
food
old.
for hibernation, we can just go steal food from the people that live in like the town over the hedge.
Right.
And so the whole movie
Suburbs,
is
yeah.
the suburbs. So they go and they steal
The
all this
songs
food.
is like Into the Suburbs or something.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
really
looking up
good
this
like
song.
soundtrack. Like I'd go and listen to it right now. But the whole point of the thing is like them stealing food from the people, and then it results in like a big old climax at the end because like there's a turtle. This sounds like a fever dream of a movie, but there's like a
Yeah, it sounds like you have a fever dream.
there's like a turtle who's really against like
Martin.
them going into the suburbs and wants them to stay and collect food the traditional way, and they get into like a big old argument.
Right.
But it's like a really cool movie.
Is that squirrel
sounds
that goes
really
really fast?
Yeah, Hammy.
To a can. Hammy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's played by Steve Carell. It's a really cool.
Ooh, Steve Carell. Isn't that the dude from
I didn't know that.
The Office?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Michael Scott.
Michael Scott, yeah.
God damn it, look, paper like a Mac.
Michael Scott.
I'm looking up the soundtrack for that movie at the moment.
So trying to.
But what's another? Tim, you say a movie real quick, and while I'm trying to find it.
You're gonna get me talking about Rango, and I love Rango.
Rango.
I've never
Rango.
seen that. Oh no, I have. That's is that the one about the lizard?
It's got giant. Yep, the lizard, the chameleon.
That's a good
Of
movie.
Western Town.
Okay,
love
the
that
music
movie.
is done by Ben Folds. Which that name might not sound familiar, but it did to me, so I just wanted to get
Sounds
that out there.
vaguely familiar.
I would recommend listening to the soundtrack, even if you haven't seen the movie. It's kind of like it won't pump you up, but it's just like good, happy music.
Right.
It will
Yeah.
pump you up.
Jack, it is ska music, and you cannot change my mind.
Is that ska music? We need to. Can you finally tell us what ska music is? You've been saying
It's
everything.
every music genre.
Is it really?
Tim told me that. I showed Tim a load of songs a while ago, like pop punky songs, and he was like, "Dude, this is ska music."
I don't know what that means.
Every song was
It's all
ska.
ska music.
I'm looking up the actual definition. But has anybody not seen Rango?
I don't know, I've seen it.
Oh,
I don't know what makes that movie so good, but it is.
Cool.
No, it's
All like the
ska
characters
music
are completely
is a
individual.
yeah, Rango is good. Ska music is a music genre that originated in Jamaica in the late 1950s, and
It was the precursor to reggae.
yeah. So not everything is.
Not
Oh, it's also
everything
American.
is-
It has calypso and American jazz and other stuff.
So much.
Although where'd Swag go? Or not Swag? Where did Sal go? Are you here?
He's probably changing his outfit again.
I don't know. Hopefully he's still there. If not, we'll just continue to talk since he is the one recording. So we both. You said Over the Hedge. I like that movie. I'm trying to think of another one that really stuck with
Who
me as
said
a
Over the
kid.
Hedge?
I did.
Yes, Swag did. But I'm trying to think. What was the one? There's been some really good cartoon movies that have came out. Like they're making a second. Y'all know the movie Sing? Have you ever seen that movie?
I
No.
thought it was kind of annoying,
They're making a second one.
mainly because I
really
don't like Ed Sheeran.
Really?
He's so bad.
Is he too mainstream?
Yeah, he's too mainstream for you, Tim.
That'd be too mainstream for me. That's what I'm saying.
I think we had this conversation. Tim's one of those people. It's like, oh, he has 1,000 listeners on Spotify. That's too many.
My dad
Yeah.
made an appearance in the podcast.
I
Yeah,
will
I was
say
really
that I
worried
do
about
prefer
that. I was really worried.
prefer indie
No,
people.
sorry.
Like,
Yeah,
like
he,
popular music too.
My dad needed my help because he found this baseball bat and he wanted me
Oh,
to
you're
look
good.
at it.
We kept talking.
Cool.
What's a movie for you,
Yeah.
Sal, that you really liked as a kid?
Alright.
You asked us.
I wouldn't like really say that I watched it as a kid because I was a little bit more mature, but definitely
Mm-hmm.
Captain America: Civil War. That movie.
So we all
always-
said cartoons, and then
It's not like
Yeah.
a kid movie. We're like 12.
I know, but like it definitely
Civil War.
stuck
Civil
with
War
me.
was the first time that I really like. That was
I was
I was
like
kinda
in
young
awe
when the
of that
first-
movie.
yeah. I was really like Black Panther came out,
Black
and I wasn't
Panther, yeah.
really understand
Because
like,
that
how
movie
big of a deal
introduced
was it,
so
like,
many
Spider-Man and
things.
all
Like,
that.
yeah, that movie introduced like Black Panther, introduced fucking Spider-Man to the MCU. Like, that movie.
Ant-Man got his first like,
Ant-Man got his
appearance with
yeah.
other people.
Like, man, that movie, like, it stuck with me. Even, like, the music. I loved the fucking, like, the music. I liked the composer. His name is
Forever.
Henry Jackman. That's the composer of that for Civil War. And goddamn, was it good.
It is. That's the one thing I will say. Regardless of if you really care for the Marvel movies, they put a lot of production into like what they do. Like the music is great. Or
Not
at
bad Disney bucks, bro.
Yeah, they do have a lot of Disney money. And speaking of Disney, I know we talk about Marvel, but I'm a big fan of like Pixar and like all the
fuck
other like
yeah.
Disney animated movies
I
too.
had Swag
Can
watch
Disney
Coco.
just buy out Pixar already? Like, come on, it's been like 20
Well,
years since they started stealing Pixar movies. Can they just
They're
buy them
partnered
out?
with them.
Yeah.
They're based.
Yeah,
It's Disney
partnered with them,
Pixar.
but
it's one
Disney
big
has
thing.
enough money to monopolize them.
It's the same thing with Marvel.
Well, I don't
It's
get
like
is why
its own-
Disney hasn't bought fucking Sony yet.
Yeah, well, because that whole thing with Spider-Man came out, and I thought they were gonna.
Games would be.
Yeah, especially because not only would they get
All
Spider-Man.
they all have to be kids friendly.
Yeah, that's true. But what's y'all's favorite like not regular, but what's y'all's favorite like Disney movie? Not Pixar, just like Disney movie.
Disney movie or Pixar?
The Lone Ranger.
Wait, Disney or
Wait.
Pixar?
Just Disney, not so it's
Just
not a
Disney?
Pixar, not a Marvel movie. It's
Okay.
just straight Disney.
Does it have to be animated?
Ranger.
It doesn't have to be.
Okay.
But
Did you guys ever watch Lemonade Mouth?
No.
No, I did not.
That's my favorite
never
Disney
seen
Channel
it.
original movie.
I loved Lemonade Mouth. Let It Shine is also really good.
Oh,
I really
I was
watched Disney
obsessed
Channel.
with those.
God, those two,
I was
like,
obsessed.
when I got Disney Plus, those were the first two movies I actually watched. Cause
I've never
goddamn,
seen Lemonade
Really?
Same.
Ah.
It is. I was
Oof,
obsessed with it.
so
to be honest.
good, dude.
I watch it at least 3 times a year.
Right. It's really fucking good.
what's it about?
It's about this like
Okay.
this group of like friends, not even friends. They met in like detention or something like that, and they all bonded over drinking
That's
canned. Yeah, they all bonded over drinking canned lemonade. Right, I made some.
Milk.
Like a Disney version of the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah. Essentially, that's what it
And
is.
they like become a band, basically.
Yeah, they become a band, and, like go to
Lemonade.
like competitions and stuff, and it's really good. I really recommend it.
Yes. Yes.
What was I gonna say? Oh, the movie Hercules. I know it's one of my favorite movies. It's
Hercules.
animated.
Hercules.
I like it a lot. It's one of those movies that y'all know what the Disney Renaissance is. You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
But the rest of y'all, you heard of that?
Making good movies. Wasn't it that? Didn't that happen like the 90s?
Yeah, it was the '90s. It was like I don't know the exact movie to movie, but it was like it's like Little Mermaid, Aladdin, Mulan came out at the
Treasure
time.
Planet, Atlantis, the two best Disney
I've
movies.
never seen either of those. Were those worth watching? You think?
Oh, I have no idea. I haven't seen them either.
How about that? How about instead of watching a show, why don't we watch? I'll watch the Atlantis. What is that movie called?
Treasure Planet or Atlantis.
Okay. Which one would y'all rather? We'll watch Treasure
Can't
Planet.
watch any of the Disney movies because
you on
I
Disney
don't
Plus?
have
Yeah.
Disney Plus.
I'm gonna watch Treasure
Netflix.
Planet, and I'll let y'all know what I think. Hi guys. But no, I'm just kidding.
Say.
See you guys
Alright.
later. I'm gonna watch
Do you guys
Treasure
remember?
Planet.
Do you guys remember watching Beverly Hills Chihuahua?
Yeah, dude, that was my thing.
I love
For
that.
some
my
reason,
grandma's
yeah,
house, we
I
would just
do.
watch Beverly
Okay,
Hills
wait.
Chihuahua.
Was that Disney or is it just like a separate company?
That's a separate
Like-
thing, I think.
I
Because
think
I remember seeing
was
it
just some
on Disney
weird thing
Channel.
that came out of nowhere, and they made like 4 of them.
Yeah. The first one was always the best, though.
Have y'all ever seen the movie Cats vs. Dogs?
I think so. I've heard of it.
Yes.
Pretty sure I've seen it.
I love that movie.
That one's good.
I don't think I have.
They made a second one. That was good. And then I was at Walmart the other day, and I just saw like on the shelf. I was just looking around for I was just bored.
Heck, I haven't been in a Walmart in a year.
Well, I don't know. We have one right in town that I go to. It's like basically like our grocery store, but because I live in.
To bring up the fact once again that I live on an island, Jack.
You do. Not the
There is
Bahamas,
no
not,
in
not,
town.
not Hawaii. It's just you live on a little island surrounded by a lake or a river or whatever.
Like connected by bridges to other islands, but you know what?
Kind of reminds me of New York.
I don't think he
Yeah,
lives
that's
in
kind of what it
Manhattan.
is, except smaller.
I live in an island.
Y'all know the Spider Chronicles?
The what?
What was that?
You live in Britain. Shut up.
Right.
Chronicles.
Is that a book or a movie?
It's both, isn't it?
The
But
Spider-Man
it was like this movie that I think it might have been DreamWorks, but they tried to make it into this big like kids movie kind of series.
I know what you're
Just
talking
get off
about.
the ground. It stalled on the first one.
It's kind of like how they Percy Jackson when
Because
they tried to make those movies a while ago.
popular.
Percy
Oh
Jackson.
god, I feel
I
so
really love
bad
the
because
books.
the books are pretty good. The books are
Books
pretty
were
good.
What do
really
you guys
good,
think
and
of
then
the
they
Harry
did the
Potter
first
movies?
movie, and it was god awful.
What do you guys think of the Harry Potter movies?
You know what? The casting was kind of on point, but the storyboarding and the writing was bad.
Yeah, I could never get into Harry Potter. Like,
I like the so I read the books as a kid, and then I went and watched.
Never again, Harry Potter. We weren't talking about Harry
No,
Potter.
I know.
I asked.
You just asked.
I asked. about
That
Harry
was the
Potter.
thing. You were
I can't hear you, Sal.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
can't hear Sal. Like ever.
okay. So what he
You
said,
whispering.
I'll talk for him. He was just like, oh, he said I never got into. He was like, oh,
Tim,
Translated on
have
the
you turned me up?
He's way
You're on
too
the
young.
max.
I don't believe I am.
you just need to turn us down
Yeah,
and
your
turn your
max
volume
user
up.
volume.
Bullshit.
My volume's at max.
You're at max.
Okay. Anyways, that was the thing. You were either like a Percy Jackson person or you were like a Harry Potter person. There was
Right.
no in between, really.
You can be both.
No,
You
but I
can be
was
both.
both. I read both books. But that's really what got me into like mythology. There was like a spell there where I was like the weird kid that was like, actually,
Yep.
you
The
realize
history
that-
class kid.
Yeah, we were both that kid. It was like Zeus had like 1,400 children, or something like that.
You know those annoying kids in like science classes who are like, "There's actually a fourth state
I
of
know,
matter, plasma," and they were.
There was
Was that
always
you?
There was always that kid in history who was
He went cowboy mode.
I'm supposed to have the. I don't even think I own a cowboy hat.
Man,
Even though
I
I'm
bought this in
What?
Mexico for like $8.
Actually, that gives me a really good idea. Let's play a little game,
Some
guys.
Tennessee
Let's move from the
Alright.
books and movies section. Let's talk about Let's talk. I have a really cool idea for a game. This is on the spot. The cowboy hat really made me think. So we're gonna
They
take
made me think the cowboy.
we're gonna
The
take
cowboy
turns.
hat really made me
We're gonna
think.
take turns, and I want you to guess. Like we're gonna pick a person. So I'm gonna be like, so Tim's gonna say Jackson. I think you have
Put that in the quotes, please.
Go.
I- Jack. I think you have blank in your room, and if I do, and I'm gonna either tell you if I do or I don't. Okay. And the person, basically, we're gonna go until everybody has gone around the room. Okay.
Alright.
I am in an open storage basement right now.
Okay, so
I
we'll
don't
go-
know what's in here.
Okay. So we'll go from your house, what you can remember. Okay.
But let's not do like easy shit like a bed. Like,
Yeah, I think you have, like for me.
You have
like,
a door in
like I
your
said,
room.
I don't own a cowboy hat, even though I'm from the South. Like that would be like a stereotype. Like Swag would be
Right.
like, Jack, I think you have a cowboy hat because you're from the South. Like, no, I don't. I get the point.
Well, that's my guess gone.
Cool Ranch Doritos.
Don't expose yourself.
I have a bottle of G Fuel.
Okay, so I'm gonna go first.
Solo cups.
I'm gonna go to a Swag. Swag, I bet you have in your room. You have some type of tapestry. Like you have some type of like hanging thing on the back of on the wall somewhere. Not like a poster.
Cheese.
Or I mean, yeah, like a poster, not like a painting. Or
Yeah, I
like
get what you mean. Like those like.
It's either a
patterns.
poster or it's like a tapestry on the back,
Yes.
that hangs from your wall. Do you have one of those?
I can tell you.
There's a hole in
nothing
my
on
wall.
There's
Man.
nothing on your wall.
I have this
I
one
do.
thing that's currently at
Yeah,
home.
I know.
There he is. He's the white boy.
But you
I can show
you know
you.
exactly what I'm talking about though, like the flowery one that hangs from
Yes.
behind your bed.
I'll show you the one thing I do have on my wall sometimes.
Stereotypical like TikTok girl thing.
Yeah, that's. Y'all,
What the,
He's a
dude,
fucking
that's fucking hilarious. It came out of nowhere
is
on,
what
on the
Sorry.
thing. On the thing, it kind of just popped up, like, cause your thing was lagging.
That's what I have on my wall sometimes.
okay, so now Swag, you pick somebody and say, I think you have this in your room.
Tim, I bet you have a dead spider somewhere in your room.
I'm in a basement. There's gonna be a dead
Exactly.
spider.
Exactly. Go find it.
He just searches for the rest of the podcast and he comes back
That
like,
is
yep,
a task.
there's one. I got bit by one.
Alright, we gotta go find one then, boys.
Oh my god, we actually.
Okay, in the meantime, Tim, ask a question that you think Sal has in his room. So we'll go full circle.
Sal, I bet you have some sort of sports plaque.
Plaque? Of my
Okay, so by that, I
of
think
my
you-
own
Some sort of
of my own.
some sort of like award or something.
No, I don't have one. Not in this room.
He's not very good at sports.
No, they're not in this. All right.
He's not very good.
Okay, now Sal, you can ask me a question.
Jack, I bet you have a pair of shoes on the floor somewhere.
Oh, dead shoe on the floor.
No, I usually be like, what a cop out, but I literally have beneath my feet a pair of running sneakers that I wore. Like, look how dirty they are. They're bad.
Jesus.
But they're supposed to be like white. They look gray at the moment. I'll go for somebody else. Sal, I bet you have okay. I'm gonna go very specific. Not really. So I know you're a giant baseball fan. I'm gonna say you have some type of baseball apparel, like blanket, like a blanket that has some type of baseball thing on it.
Blanket wise, no, I do
For
not.
spiders, I got
Okay,
my
what, like a bed
flashlight.
sheet, anything like that?
No, I don't. I mean, I have that flag I showed you on the wall, but it's
Yeah,
not
that's
really-
that's kind of different.
Yeah,
I didn't want because I already
no.
saw that. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
This kind of sucks to me too because I get
I'm gonna
room tours
run to-
quite often just because I like to showcase all the fun things.
I'm gonna run to the
I don't
restroom
think
quick.
there's a
Like you
spider in
can see
here,
the
guys.
painting on the wall. Right there, you see it.
Found them.
Tim's been searching the whole time.
There they are.
So Tim, how long are you in the basement for? When
We
are they
did it.
going to let you out?
Next week.
When's your next water break?
There's a fridge.
Oh, thank goodness. They're
You
not
don't have to
starving you
leave.
down there. But so the other reason, one of the main reasons we met too is I think all of us we met at a time where we were all stuck indoors, right, during COVID, that type of stuff. Right at the beginning is when I know me and Tim met. I know the rest of us, it was peak COVID, so we were all stuck indoors. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I'll say when I joined, we were like in a UK.
In Michigan, it was like the worst restrictions.
I know Sal was because I remember he ended up getting COVID like a week after we met. You remember that?
He
Tim?
did. That was kind of funny. I didn't like Sal still at the time.
I know you thought he was a giant goofball, which he is, but you kind of grew to like him a little bit.
I
more.
never
Fuck
thought
you
he
say
was
about
I
me?
thought he was kind of dick.
I brought my dog.
Anyway,
Ooh,
so
puppy.
I have a question for all
Looks like
y'all.
he'll bite you.
What's something that y'all are really excited to do? Like for me, COVID kind of came to an end. Like there's still like people still wear masks and stuff like that, but like
Delta variant.
Yeah.
Delta variant.
people in
I'm
the
so
south
excited.
people in the south don't really worry about that as much as they should.
You're holding
Oh.
another baby.
Jack.
Yeah.
You guess what pajama pants I'm wearing right now?
Has to be something Batman.
Or something
It
plaid.
doesn't have to be Batman.
I don't know what type of pajama pants you wearing.
And try to guess. You just said I don't know.
We're gonna say a plaid pair.
I think like a dark red.
Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh, that's sick.
Good.
That's fucking sick.
What's your
dude.
favorite band? Not band, but like music artist.
Jack Stopper.
Mac Miller. Mac Miller.
I'm trying to think. I like older music. Y'all know who Elton John is?
Elton John, fuck
You
you.
all know who
Or,
Elton John.
wait, either. Yeah, for me, it's either.
I had to make sure. Okay. I know people in my school. I've like played like what's Tiny Dancer? That's a pretty famous song of his. Y'all all know that song.
No.
You don't know what Tiny
all
Dancer?
all I know is you shouldn't be fighting on Saturdays or something
Yeah.
like that.
Saturday night's alright for a fight. But I played Tiny Dancer in the car, and this girl, who was in the car with me at the time, she was like, "What is this? What are we listening to?" And I was like, "You know who Elton John is?" She's like, "I've never heard of him before."
Never heard of
And
him. before.
Jack, you know what?
off at home.
You know what makes me worried about the anecdote? I've heard those girls that you talk to speak, and that's exactly how they sound.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't.
you're right.
I think it was actually one of the ones you've heard me on the phone with, but
Tim, was it
Yeah,
you and I
you're
that
gaming.
one night that we were like, I think we were gonna play Rocket League, and Jack like kind of like ditched us mid call and started calling these girls, and it was just you and I. Just,
So
I think
it was either
happens
you
a
or
lot.
Flash, and we were just talking, just you and me, waiting for him to
I think
finally
one of
get
the
on
times
it might
Rocket
have
I
League.
been
let
us.
some girls talk to y'all on. Was that y'all that I let talk?
Yeah, I'm
to
pretty
them?
sure it was us. Yeah.
Yeah, I got away with the ladies. Kind of, not really. But I asked a question earlier. We kind of got distracted by puppies and by pajama pants.
Look at him, he's all.
Is that your dog, Sal?
It is. No, I just have a random dog.
I have a
Jack.
pair of
Found
black
one.
pajamas with me.
Anyways, I asked a question. I'm gonna ask it again because nobody listens to me.
We
But
all listen to you,
what
just not right now.
what's one thing you're excited to do when, like, now that COVID is over / when COVID is over, depending on where you live and how severe it is still?
I'm excited to start traveling again. Like I've been planning. I think in August I want to go see a Padres game in San Diego, and then also in August I want to go to, or my mom, she wants me to go to Cabo with her, so that's gonna be fun to do.
Yeah, Cabo.
Cabo, bitches.
What about
Yes.
you, Tim? Were you excited to
Uh,
go do or?
I'm excited for people to look down on me for staying inside all day again, because for a while it was a thing that everyone was doing.
Also, you got away
So-
from feeling weird.
Now I get to be the
Oh,
indoors person again.
hey, bro.
Oh.
I'm excited. I'm just excited to go see movies like in theaters. I know like the streaming services kind of killed them.
Right.
Like I'm really excited for some of the new movies to come out, just so I can go like with some friends and stuff like that and see them.
I just bring up y'all all have like white earpieces, and I just have the black one.
I wouldn't consider mine.
Jack's got your AirPods. You guys got white headphones.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
I
I
just
tried
got
to
these black
make.
headphones.
I was gonna use. I had a black headset, but mine wouldn't work for some reason. I couldn't get the computer to work. That's why I'm on my phone.
Oh, can I get a yeehaw?
No,
No, yeah,
Sal, give me a yeehaw.
I can't do it. Jack, you do it for me.
Yeehaw.
I'm not doing it either. I'll break a headset somewhere. We don't want to lose the 2 viewers we have.
Man.
Be recorded. We don't even know.
It's gonna be sad. We're gonna upload this and she'll be
You
like,
know, it's
0 views.
kind of weird
Give me that.
talking
Four,
like
we're
we're
gonna
in front of people, even though this is completely pre-recorded.
I know. I've thought about that too. Like trying to plan what I say, because usually just whatever gets blurted out gets blurted out. So I'm like, oh, people might actually watch this. This is going up. Which I guess if we said anything too stupid, it would just never be posted.
Hey, Sal, are you gonna be like editing the footage?
No, it's just straight. It's just raw.
Swallow spider? Is that where we're with?
Yeah, Tim, the one you found, I just
It's
went
raw.
through the But so
No.
we're reaching the last quarter of the hour podcast. We're a little bit over. We're about 14 minutes left. Is there anything else you want to talk about
It's
before we wrap
actually-
up? And
Yeah, we're just about 12 minutes left. I see it on your
12 minutes left. Okay, yeah, I'm a
12
minute behind.
I'm a minute behind.
So how often do you think we're going to be doing these? Like I say,
Hopefully, it depends. I mean, obviously, if we see a giant group of people watching it, which I'd highly doubt, probably more often.
honestly,
I also don't want to get
even
too
if,
repetitive.
like-
I want to.
yeah, I was going to say, even if there's not a lot of people watching, we could still do it.
I do like it. I do like.
Yeah, I was listening to this
Because
podcast.
we play a lot of games and stuff. We don't get to sit down and just talk like a lot because it's always
Yeah,
it's
we're always
usually
doing
high
something.
stress games. Like,
Exactly. Like
Nice.
I was listening to this
High
podcast.
stress,
Yeah.
we play like
like
Minecraft and Human Fall Flat.
well, we played Call of Duty Zombies, and that was the most stressed out I've.
Oh,
Man.
Lord.
That was fun though. Yeah.
I
wanna-
was-
I wanna-
my most
It's on the
stressed out
bus.
playing with y'all when Sal was yelling at me for GTA.
Yeah, we haven't played GTA in a while. We all got Game Pass for the
GTA.
summer,
Yeah.
so
I was gonna say
we need to use
I,
that some more before it goes
I
out.
was listening to this podcast last night before I went to sleep, and they had mentioned something that like no one starts with like 1 million subscribers. Like everyone starts out at 0, and you have to like grow yourself. Like PewDiePie, for example, like he grew himself. So
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't really see this thing as my plan for this isn't for us to get millions of views. I just want to do it because it's
Just for
fun.
fun,
It gives us something to do.
I mean, if we
Like,
do
but
end
it's
up
a way to
we have
actually sit
we have a
down.
reason to talk.
exactly, if
Yeah,
we do
no.
end up growing, that's cool. But honestly, as long as we're all just here having fun together, that's what I
And what's
care
gonna be
about.
cool is like, let's say, I hope we're all friends.
And then
Hopefully-
people come back and watch the first one. They're like, "These guys were so humble." And now they're assholes.
Another
What
asshole.
But that's the thing.
What
Even if
happened? Oh no.
I hope we stay friends, but if we don't, we can always look back at this and be like, hey, in like 5 years, we
Don't
can
I can always get Jack's address.
Man.
look back at this and be like, look at I missed these times, you know, like because who knows, a month from now,
Nostalgia.
yeah, a month from now, 6 months from now, we might not all be here. We might not all be able to.
Yeah.
We might not all be able to just
We
have
might all be
time
dead.
and sit down. We
we
might
can't
all
predict
have.
we can't predict the future.
Zombie apocalypse has hit. COVID got to
Yes.
us all.
Zombie apocalypse.
That was
Oh wait.
something.
Was deep.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I'm not doing. I just want to be able to look back and be like, hey,
We
it was
actually,
fun talking
you know,
to you.
we gave it a shot, right? Like it was fun.
Yeah,
had fun
no,
doing it.
just
Shot your shot.
you never know.
We shot our shot. You
Although,
missed
what
100%
is the
of
name of
the
this
shots.
channel?
I'd
I
say.
didn't even ask. Are we going
I think we just
Ooga
went
swooga.
with Kickback now.
kickback?
Yeah.
Kickback hours.
Still gonna get you the image.
Oh no, you sent it
Yeah,
to
we
me.
kn-
You sent it to me. I had it all set up.
But it's something else. We were talking about this off stream, but we're just kind of not killing time, but it's just kind of asking and setting up a few questions. Is there any other, like, would y'all want to do anything else on the channel? Like, was it just podcast content, or would y'all want to do?
Well,
We could put gaming stuff
Yeah,
if Sal records it.
yeah, we
If you
could.
want to record?
Yeah.
I know you
Because
enjoy
I think if
streaming,
you
so you
if
might
you're
as well.
recording without, because the streams are kind of laggy.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's,
Yeah.
hard to watch.
definitely.
You just pre-record it and then edit through it. You could probably upload.
Yeah, I'm
Would
gonna
you-
have to find a good editing software, which it's easy to find. And if anything, I have my friend Cameron who does stuff like that too, so I can have him help me out and edit shit for me. Yeah, we could definitely do like gaming content and shit. Especially like if when we do end up resetting the ROM again, we can start up Jesus
Yeah,
my
start
hair.
from there. I'm really enjoying.
The prom.
Yeah, Tim, you're actually going to have to play.
Yeah, it's
Called
in-
out.
Yeah, you're
Gotta make my Goblin Kingdom.
You're
Yeah,
part of
you
this
could
now.
you
Yeah,
can build
you
underneath
gotta.
me. I'm building a mountain at the moment. If you want to come base underneath me,
He misses
Probably
you.
6,000 blocks away.
but
This is me. Oh,
but
bug.
maybe we can bring on maybe next time. If we'll have to talk about the soft stream, just kind of plant the state again.
I don't think we can bring on Flash.
That's what I was about to say. Maybe not
Jeez.
Flash. Maybe we can bring on.
Maybe
Yeah.
not Flash.
Flash. Ooh, who knows?
Don't want to get demonetized.
Don't
We need-
get canceled.
Tim,
Man,
you've already made some really.
I have out of all the people I met, it
risky
had to be Flash.
We need, but I feel like we should bring him on if we bring somebody on, just because he's the core member. He's the fifth member of the core members.
Exactly.
Even though he didn't want to do the podcast, I'm sure we could maybe bring him on.
I don't think it's that he didn't want to do a podcast. I think we didn't ask him, and he just wasn't in the Discord.
That's very true. But
Like,
we,
I
surprisingly,
remember-
we haven't really talked about video games too much. We've
Oh
talked
yeah,
more about like
this is
comics,
more just like a start.
and,
yeah.
you know,
Personal stuff.
which is good. I don't want we have more time for that. I just want to
Yeah, this
sit
is
down
gonna
and
be
talk.
a big variety of content. So
I know. I gave us some homework to do over the
I'm just saying, if we're not gonna upload Minecraft stuff till the next update, we could always do like GTA, Call of Duty, all that classic stuff. You know what I mean?
definitely.
Yeah, you're breaking up, Tim.
Yeah,
But
you
I
broke
heard
up.
He
you.
just went rapid fast.
Am I?
Eminem scared.
Eminem's
But-
You
scared.
But I heard you. Call of Duty, GTA. Yeah, I'd love to play some more some Call of Duty zombies stuff like that.
Right,
Some older
with
games,
friends.
nostalgia. Yeah, golf
I
with
brought
friends.
that with me. I got the Xbox.
golf with friends. I still have to set up my Xbox. Now that I think about it, I'll probably do that tomorrow.
Don't bring up golf with
We have
friends
to.
around
I
me.
think it'd be such a fun game to just hear everybody rage.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Um,
more than definitely. Yeah.
But
Dead by
um,
Daylight
I hate
beats
golf with friends
friends.
so much.
yeah, we need to play that. We can play some.
We
Sea of
could play Dead
Thieves,
by
just
Daylight. I
with,
don't
like
mind.
the funny moments.
That'd
That's
be
the thing too. Is it?
You have thieves.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves would be fun. But yeah, set up your Xbox. So
Yeah, I have to set it up. I mean, I could. There's nothing stopping me. It just like I'd have to find a way to like organize everything because I kind of want my room to look nice still.
yeah. By the way, he just
I
You
just
just moved, right?
Yeah,
Move rooms.
yeah, I changed up my whole
How
setup.
far of a
so.
move was it? Was it just like to like the other
It's
side of the
legit.
house, basically?
Other side of that
Down
wall.
the hall.
Legit. Other side of that wall is the other room that I was in.
Oh my god.
Why move?
Because I was sharing a room with my stepbrother at the time, and I didn't want to share a room anymore. So.
That fucking.
Hopefully
Yeah.
next week or
'Cause
whenever we do
if I
this
was-
next, I'm in my actual room, so I
Yeah.
have lights.
If I was still
Love you,
sharing,
lamp.
like, if I was still sharing the
You
room
got
with
the
him,
lamp has to make a guest appearance from now on.
that-
Like,
both
yeah,
lamps.
you have to
it needs
take
a
that lamp
cameo
home.
in like the back. You just have to show it.
I'm
Okay.
not gonna have these. I'm not gonna have these. I'll
Well,
be
take
in my
it,
house.
take it home with you. Take it with you.
I don't
I'm not
think
taking it away.
If they ask you why, just say, "Oh, I think it's a really cool lamp." Literally knows
Nice
for the
lamp.
podcast.
So we're approaching like the last 5 minutes
Old
or
days?
so.
Yeah.
Is there anything you? I gave us a little bit of homework.
Like
I said
cast
let's
iron.
I gave us just a little bit of homework to do, is in watching some type of movie or show together and coming back and talking about it.
Yeah.
Is there anything else y'all want to do or try while we're away? Like maybe like a challenge, you know?
I think
Like-
for like the next time, everyone should bring like a certain question for us to answer. Like,
Oh yeah,
Swag,
we
you
have
bring
show
a
and tell,
question.
and then we can
Yeah.
also.
Yes, show and
How about
tell.
this? This was more not as much organized as it was just us talking.
Just saw you bring out a pencil, Jack. You're writing this down.
No, I'm not. I'm just hanging it.
He's like, no.
Um,
I've been
No, I
I've been
was.
messing with this
I do
baseball
have-
card.
I was gonna write out the intro, but as you can tell, I didn't. So I just have the words "Hey everyone" on a piece of paper. Let me see.
Do you really want?
It's just hey everyone. But so I think we should do that. I think we should definitely. I want to give each person. We'll go a little bit longer, maybe in the future. Maybe
I
about
say we do
a
like.
bit.
I say we do like
an
an
hour
and a half.
15, hour 30.
Hour 30. Yeah, I think that's.
So we'll give about 15 minutes for like the introduction again, like not and just like all that, like talking, just warming up, and then each person will come with like a topic for us to talk about. It can be like a talking point, like just like, hey, what's your opinion on this, or you can just, or like a little challenge basically, or a
Right.
game. How we played like I bet this is in your room. We can do that for that. So.
Just like the Tonight Show.
Yeah, basically. We'll also probably have a guest next time where we can maybe let them speak.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe another member of the Kickback crew.
Perhaps.
I'm sure
Like
someone like.
anyone really stands out right now.
Um,
Swag's brother.
I'm thinking of a few people that we could bring on. I'm not going to talk about it here, that because I don't want to make anybody.
Flash.
I don't want to single anybody out.
Yeah.
But
We need Flash to get on for the next time.
yeah, I think we should bring him on at some point, if not the next one. But
We can have a.
Have to have
N-word
someone who
contest.
talks.
we'll just preface him, and we'll have like a censorship button.
Oh, we could bring Carissa.
Yeah, that's,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
the one
that's
I was
cool.
thinking.
Yeah, Chris would be. Yeah, she'd be down. to come with
Yes,
us.
Chris.
I don't want to bring any of my friends into this because my friends are weirder than me.
Yeah, it'd be most of the people probably in the like Kickback crew.
Yeah, we're just about 2 minutes, so
Yeah,
we should wrap
so
it up.
let me know. This one will be about roughly an hour. We don't have to be just at an hour, but I can tell we're kind of stalling for time to make it to that hour mark.
Yeah, let's just wrap it up now.
Okay, that works
Hey,
for
Sal,
me.
wait a minute. Hey, Sal, what's the name of the channel again?
Kickback. It's just Kickback.
Okay, and if you want to plug your Twitch too while you're at it.
Nice. My Twitch is Saley, capital S.
Okay. That's where if there's anybody actually watching, if you make it this far, please
Or
please let
Sal,
us
I gotta
know.
bring up the fact that I can't find it on YouTube.
I'll figure it out right now.
We'll figure it out. Anyways,
We'll sort that.
I'll link it.
I will link it right now.
well, obviously, if they found this video, then they're at the YouTube channel. But
There's nothing
But
on
Tim
the channel right
can't
now.
see
There's
it.
nothing to find.
but if you will, please subscribe. Please do all that. Not that it's that important, but it just helps.
Not that
us
it
out.
matters.
Please,
Right.
I'm begging. Not that it really matters, but it would just be great just
Literally-
to see that this is actually worth doing, and even though it is worth doing, regardless, but that people actually might
I'll
like
support
it.
to see it.
Cool then.
It would
Same.
just help us out. That'd be great.
I think even if we did this like weekly and uploaded it weekly, having an upload schedule that's that quick is pretty good for the algorithm.
Yeah. And this isn't the only type of content we're gonna have up. Hopefully, there's gonna be other types of like gameplay and stuff like that. Maybe we can do like little challenges and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Tim's challenge is to play Minecraft.
Are you tired?
Me?
Rubbing your eyes over there?
I'm just so sad.
Oh.
Nah,
Tired.
Sounds so dejected.
but I will say, now that we're at the end, we came along. I'm just so happy for this little group. We came a long way. That we
Score
came
update.
from.
I just gotta say, Padres are up 4-1 right now. So happy
No one
about
cares.
that. I care.
No one
I
cares.
care.
Not a single person.
But let me get a little sentimental for a second. When we started this, it was just me, Tim, and Flash, and we've come a long way to the fact that now we have a whole group of people in our little group that we're even able to like do this, and we're comfortable doing this, like showing our faces.
We even outed our first pedophile. Let's go.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
that's a story time for next time.
That's a story.
We are gonna get sued.
But I'm just happy for all of us that we've
A bonding
gotten this
moment.
close and been able to do this type of
Marking
stuff.
of a pure Discord server.
Yeah. But
Wall sticks.
if y'all
No
want to be wrapping
pedos.
it up, am I going to do the outro as well? I did the
Yes,
intro.
yes,
Is
you
that-
are.
Yes.
Okay.
You're the face. You're the face.
Thank you guys all for watching. If you still are there, please let us know that you watched to the end.
Even there.
Please let
I'm
us
really happy to be doing this with some of the closest friends I have now on the internet. Even though I don't know you all in person, I feel like I do. I know you. I've known you all my life, basically, is what it feels like. And so with that, if you would please subscribe, like, and all the other YouTube stuff. I'm just kidding. No one cares if you do that or not.
Yeah, no one cares. So that's twice now.
Yeah, I know.
Gotta like
But
start smiling.
anyways, this is us signing out. We'll see you next week or sooner, depending on if we decide to have more content.
Yeah.
Content.
Bye.